Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating piece of Canadian history, the 1-cent coin from 1996. While it may seem like just a penny, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, especially when it comes to its circulating value and collectability. So let's get started. First off, let's take a quick look at the history of the Canadian penny. The 1-cent coin has been in circulation since 1858, but it underwent several design changes over the years. By the time we hit the 1990s, the penny had settled into a design featuring the iconic maple leaf. In 1996, the Royal Canadian Mint produced a total of 747 million 1-cent coins, making it one of the highest mintage years for this denomination. But what makes the 1996 penny stand out? The 1996 Canadian 1-cent coin features a design by Canadian artist Gedm Ochretian on the obverse, depicting the profile of Queen Elizabeth II. On the reverse, we see a detailed image of a maple leaf. The coin is made of copper-plated zinc, weighing in at just 2.35 grams and measuring 19.05 mm in diameter. Despite its humble appearance, this penny is rich in history and represents an important aspect of Canada's cultural identity. Now, let's get to the main topic. What is the circulating value of the 1996 1-cent coin? Given that it was produced in large quantities, the general circulating value is quite low. You can typically find these coins for face value in circulation today. However, things get interesting when you start to look at its numismatic value. Numismatically speaking, certain conditions and varieties can affect the value of the 1996 penny. For example, if you happen to find a 1996 penny in mint condition, it could fetch more than just a penny. Uncirculated examples might sell for anywhere from $25,000 to $1 million, depending on the market demand. Some collectors also seek out specific varieties, like the 1996 with no shoulder fold error coin, which can command a much higher price. This variety is characterized by a minor design difference that makes it rare. Always check the condition of the coin. Look for signs of wear and tear. Coins in better condition are typically more valuable. Store your coins in a dry, cool place. Use coin holders or flips to prevent damage. So it's wise to keep an eye on current market trends if you're planning to sell or trade. To wrap things up, the 1996 Canadian 1-cent coin might seem like just another penny, but it carries a wealth of history and potential value for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone who finds old coins in your pocket, there's always something intriguing about these small pieces of history. The 1-cent coin has been a staple of Canadian currency since the mid-1800s. Introduced in 1858, it was designed to facilitate everyday transactions and ease the trade of goods. Originally minted in copper, the design has evolved significantly over the years. But why was the 1-cent coin so important? The 1-cent coin provided essential value for low-cost items, making it easier for Canadians to engage in commerce without the hassle of rounding. Fast forward to 1996. This year was significant for the Canadian 1-cent coin. The Royal Canadian Mint released a coin that not only reflected the nation's rich heritage but also introduced some design elements that caught the eye of collectors. The 1996 1-cent coin features the iconic Bluenose schooner, a symbol of Canada's maritime history. This design pays homage to the famous fishing and racing ship, which is often viewed as an emblem of Canadian pride. Throughout the late 90s, the 1-cent coin remained widely circulated. It was used in daily transactions, from buying candy to paying bus fares. But as we entered the new millennium, the usage of the 1-cent coin began to decline. By the early 2000s, the number of transactions involving the 1-cent coin had dropped significantly. The rise of electronic payments and rounding practices started to render the coin less practical. In 2012, the Canadian government announced its decision to phase out the 1-cent coin altogether. This decision sparked debates across the nation, with many Canadians expressing nostalgia for the small but significant piece of currency. I remember when you could find them everywhere. It's sad to see them go. Today, the 1996 1-cent coin is a collector's item. While it may not be in circulation, it holds significant value for numismatists. Coins in mint condition can fetch impressive prices, especially those with unique characteristics or errors. Collectors are particularly interested in coins that are well preserved. The 1996 1-cent coin, with its historic design, continues to attract attention. First, let's talk about the 1-cent coin itself. The Canadian penny has a rich history, having been in circulation since 1858. The 1-cent coins have seen various designs over the years, but the 1996 version holds a special place for a couple of reasons. Before 2013, when Canada officially discontinued the penny, this little coin was a staple in our everyday transactions. But what happened in 1996? Let's take a closer look at the 1996 Canadian 1-cent coin features a design by renowned Canadian artist, Emmanuel Hahn. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic profile of Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse showcases a beautiful depiction of a maple leaf. Symbolizing Canada's rich natural heritage. This particular design is significant as it was the last year that this specific maple leaf design was produced before it was changed in 2000. This makes the 1996 penny a desirable coin for many collectors. Now, let's talk about circulation condition. When we refer to circulation condition, we're discussing the state of the coin based on how much it has been used and how well it has been preserved. Coins that have been in circulation often show signs of wear and tear. For the 1996 1-cent coin, here are some key points to consider when assessing its condition. Look for scratches, dents, and other signs of wear on both the obverse and reverse. The maple leaf design may lose detail, particularly on the tips of the leaves. Circulated coins often develop a patina or toning due to exposure to the environment. This can range from a light brown to a dark, almost black color. Check the edges for any nicks or irregularities, as this can greatly affect the coin's overall appearance and value. So, what's the value of a circulated 1996 1-cent coin? In general, these coins are quite common, especially in circulated condition. They can often be found for just a few cents in coin shops or online marketplaces. However, if you happen to come across an uncirculated example or one in particularly good condition, it could fetch a higher price, sometimes upwards of a few dollars. Now, if you're interested in adding a 1996 1-cent coin to your collection, where should you look? Here are a few tips. Check your spare change or pick up some rolls of pennies from the bank. Visit local coin shows, where you can often find dealers with a variety of coins, including the 1996 penny. The 1981 Canadian 1-cent coin. You might have seen these pennies in your pocket or at the bottom of your piggy bank, but do you know their true value and significance? Let's find out. The Canadian 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been a staple of Canadian currency for years. The 1981 version, in particular, holds some interesting characteristics that make it stand out. First, let's set the stage. The 1981 1-cent coin is part of the larger series of Canadian pennies minted from 1937 until the coin's eventual discontinuation in 2012. The design features a stylized maple leaf, which symbolizes Canada's rich natural heritage. Designed by renowned Canadian artist George Edward Kruger Gray, the maple leaf has become an iconic symbol of Canada. The penny is made of copper-plated zinc, a material that was commonly used in that era. In 1981, over 250 million 1-cent coins were minted. That's a lot of pennies. But what makes the 1981 penny particularly interesting to collectors now? Let's talk about value. While the face value of the 1981 penny is just 1 cent, collectors often look at other factors that can influence its worth. For instance, the condition of the coin is paramount. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. A 1981 penny in uncirculated condition can fetch anywhere from 25 cents to a couple of dollars, depending on demand and market conditions. On the other hand, heavily worn coins are typically worth only their face value. Another factor is rarity. While 1981 pennies are relatively common, certain variations, like those with double dies or specific mint marks, can be quite valuable. Always keep an eye out for these unique pieces. Double die coins, where the design appears doubled due to a minting error, can be worth significantly more. If you come across one, you might want to get it appraised. Always check your pocket change for coins that may be worth more than face value. Engage with fellow collectors online or in local clubs. They can provide valuable insights and advice. Inspect coins for unique features or markings that could increase their value. While the 1981 Canadian 1-cent coin may not make you rich, it certainly has historical significance and can be a fun addition to your collection. So the next time you see a penny, remember it's not just a coin, it's a piece of Canada's history. The 1-cent coin or penny has been a staple in Canadian currency since its introduction in 1858. But by the time we reach the 1980s, changes in minting technology and economic factors would shape its future. Throughout the decades, the penny has gone through various designs, but the 1981 issue stands out for several reasons. The 1981 1-cent coin features the iconic image of a maple leaf, a symbol synonymous with Canada. This design was created by artist G.E. Kruger Gray and has remained a beloved emblem of Canadian identity. In 1981, the Royal Canadian Mint produced over 292 million 1-cent coins. Most of these were released into circulation, leading to a large number of coins still available today. But despite the high mintage, the condition of these coins can vary significantly. Let's explore what to look for when assessing the condition of a 1981 1-cent coin. When it comes to grading, coins are typically assessed on a scale from 1 to 70, with 1 being poor and 70 being perfect. For the 1981 1-cent coin, a well-circulated coin will show signs of wear, like scratches or fading details. On the other hand, coins in uncirculated condition will retain their original luster and sharp details. So it's wise to keep an eye on current market trends if you're planning to sell or trade. To wrap things up, the 1996 Canadian 1-cent coin might seem like just another penny, but it carries a wealth of history and potential value for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone who finds old coins in your pocket, there's always something intriguing about these small pieces of history. The 1-cent coin has been a staple of Canadian currency since the mid-1800s. Introduced in 1858, it was designed to facilitate everyday transactions and ease the trade of goods. Originally minted in copper, the design has evolved significantly over the years. But why was the 1-cent coin so important? The 1-cent coin provided essential value for low-cost items, making it easier for Canadians to engage in commerce without the hassle of rounding. Fast forward to 1996. This year was significant for the Canadian 1-cent coin. The Royal Canadian Mint released a coin that not only reflected the nation's rich heritage but also introduced some design elements that caught the eye of collectors. The 1996 1-cent coin features the iconic Bluenose schooner, a symbol of Canada's maritime history. A design that has graced Canadian coins since 1953. But in 1981, a slight modification occurred. The initials of the designer G.E. Kruger Gray were added. In 1981, Canada produced approximately 449 million 1-cent coins. They were minted in a bronze composition, which was the standard before the introduction of copper-plated zinc coins in 1982. This massive production run was due to the high demand for small denomination coins during that time. Throughout the late 20th century, the penny was commonly used for everyday transactions. It was crucial for making change and pricing goods. However, by the early 2000s, inflation began to diminish its purchasing power, leading to discussions about its future. Fast forward to 2012, when the Canadian government announced it would cease production of the penny due to its cost of production exceeding its face value. This decision was met with mixed reactions, some nostalgic for the little copper coins, while others welcomed the efficiency of rounding transactions to the nearest 5 cents. For collectors, the 1981 1-cent coin holds a special place. Depending on the condition, these coins can be worth more than their face value. Uncirculated specimens, especially those with the No P mint mark. Did you know that in Canada it's customary to toss a penny into a fountain for good luck? The legacy of the penny lives on, not just in circulation, but in the hearts of Canadians. It represents a time when coins were not only currency but also a part of everyday life. While the 1-cent coin may no longer be in circulation, its story is far from over. The 1981 penny, with its unique design and historical significance, will always hold a special place in Canadian numismatic history. If you enjoyed this journey through the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more interesting stories from our monetary history. Thanks for watching.